So basically, we sat in that room for many films talking about it. This is kind of the graduation interview. So what are you most looking forward to? I mean, finally.
Finally sharing the movie with people. It's been 3 years. It's like working for the CIA. You got to keep secrets every day. You have to think about what you're saying to people. So you're constantly censoring information. It's physically, I mean, it's sort of, I'm sorry, it's mentally draining. You know. So we're excited for people to see the film.
How does that work with your actors? Because they're also the last ones to really know, right?
Yeah.
Is it true that you do like several different endings to confuse everyone?
only Mark Ruffalo gets several different endings.
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah. No, it is hard to censor yourself. It's hard to edit yourself about what you say. Because look, we spend our lives every day for the past several years. This is what we do. It's hard not to talk about what you do. It's hard for the actors to not talk about what they do. But we try to make it easier for them because by limiting what they know. You know, because these movies are large ensemble movies, their characters sometimes appear only in a portion of the movie. So we generally just give each actor the portion of the movie that they're appearing in, so they don't have to worry about keeping the secrets that their character's not involved in.
Do you guys change your mind on storyline, or you have a very defined idea about what you want to do from the start? Because you're the only ones to know, really.
You have to have a very defined idea. These movies are so complex. Thousands of people need to know what you're thinking, so we're very, very specific in the script about what we're looking for. And but you know, we're always open to interpretation on the day. An actor can bring an idea or inspiration that, you know, changes the way that you feel about the really specific plan that you've laid out. And that's the nice thing about having a plan. You're comfortable enough that when, you know, opportunity presents itself, you can shift and move a little bit to accommodate.
Yeah. Well, feel and specificity is how we can describe those characters, because they're each so unique as superheroes. Obviously, there is the written material, but how important is casting for you, for them to be so specific? And how much you get involved in the non-Avengers Marvel films?
Casting's
casting's so critical. I mean, look at this. It's like we have an embarrassment of riches, you know, with these actors. I mean, I think for all the wonderful things these movies can do, certainly like bringing together a cast like this is one of the most special. And for directors, I mean, it's the greatest gift when you're working with very talented actors, because they become key collaborators in the process. We care a lot. We discuss with each of them their characters very thoroughly as we're developing the story and thinking about how we're moving them through the film. And they give us, Joe and I love, like, the fact that we work as a team. We love the process of collaboration. It's what we do with one another. It's elemental. So we love bringing others into the process of collaboration, especially the actors.
Will you ever write a book or a memoir about the experience of this?
It's been such a blur, I don't think we can remember it.
Your director's cuts, stuff like that?
Yeah.
I mean, these are our director's cuts. I mean, everything that we've released is exactly what we wanted to release. So we've been, I mean, incredibly well supported and given a great deal of freedom by Marvel and Disney. And, you know, I mean, Disney let us kill, you know, half the characters at the end of one of the most expensive movies they'd ever made. So we're very comfortable with, you know, the process over the last 7 years. But as far as a book, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to remember enough in detail.
I don't think so. I hope somebody writes a book, but I don't know that it will be us.
And finally, she's wrapping me up, but the final question is, are you audience members of your own films? You're so attached to the project. Do you ever just go to the cinema and sit in the middle of the fans and get their feel?
We love it. It's our favorite thing to do, is be with the fans and feel them reacting, especially when you're making movies that you're trying to surprise them. You want to hear how that affects them. You know, you learn from that when you do it.